Hello everybody and welcome along to weekend night racing for what is tonight the League 2 finale. That's right, round 22 of season 2. It's all coming to an end for League 1 tonight. I hope you're all well and I'm happy you can join me. I'm of course Vintage, your host for this evening. I believe we're just getting a last driver in and everyone can ready up. So yeah, we're at the Yas Island, 21 turns, 3.451 miles at the Marina Bay Yas Marina Circuit. Lap record of a 139.283 held by Lewis Hamilton in 2019. As you can see, there's just 19 drivers in at the moment. Evening plotters. Yes, I'm very well, mate. I hope you are too. The start, like I say, start of the weekend finale for weekend night racing, and what will be our last weekend under that banner. As you all know, we are turning into PBE, Parabolic Esports Racing, for the F1 2020 game. And that transition is slowly happening and very close to, like I say, completion, this being our last weekend. So we've still just got 19 drivers in. Let's have a quick look. Jonesy, evening mushroom, mate. Hope you're well, buddy. I say we're just waiting for Jake Wilson. Evening boss. Swanshanks is laughing because Jake Wilson says, I'm in Bottas's car tonight. I'm so glad the game takes control when cars come out the box. Okay. I've missed pre-practice at 3 today, so bear with us 1 second. I think I've got this kid on me friends list, but yeah, 12 years joining us so far. Like I say, I hope everyone's well. I'm about to have a good final weekend to what is season 2. I'm just looking for this. There he is. Oh, he's loading in now. Yeah, I've just noticed there now. So he's in the lobby. There we go. He's in the Ferrari. So we can ready up, boys. Yeah, full grid tonight. Few reserves in. We'll go through them as we start. As we can hear the counters ticking away. I'll just quickly get a refreshment. Well, we're going to see some rain for League 1. Forecast generally around Abu Dhabi is dry, but I have seen rain once or twice. Dry to start with. So yeah, Abu Dhabi first on the calendar back in 2009. So you're coming up to probably about a 15-year anniversary. Personally, I don't like watching this Grand Prix, but I do enjoy driving the track. So, evening Goku, evening Tommy, big blue heart for Tommy, the League 1 champion for season 2. And if you're sticking around for the final race of the championship next, you'll see the first ever league champion League One champion. Returning tonight. That being Laporta. I see he's on the grid tonight. I'm over the moon to see him back racing with it, as I hear engines revving up. So who's going to be first out on the track? Well, it's looking like a mechanic, Mercedes mechanic. So that's going to be Swanshanks, that, isn't it? Swanshanks, like I say, is in Lewis Hamilton's car. No, it wasn't. It was Jake Wilson, because his name was above the board. So the boss man's out first on track. Going out on the mediums. So that tells me we're going to have a dry start of the race tonight. There we go. Jake Wilson, we'll get that good stuff up for you. So there we go. Right, I'm red flagging the race. Why is Dylan out on it? Inters, come on. Angelique Muller's hacked his account here. Red flag the race. Oh, guys. Everyone into the pits. Back into the pits. So, Dylan, for some reason, has come out on the intermediate tyres. Quickly, we need an explanation in the comments as what's going on there. So yes, of course, Dylan already promoted to the championship, or what will be the Premier League next season, tier 2 of the division. Just a side note on that, I believe this is going to be my last broadcast of League One, as next season I'm going to be moving up as well as admin, and I'm going to be taking care of the guys who are racing on a Friday night, and also the guys that are going to be racing on a Sunday afternoon. Well, Sunday tea time, as we'll quickly jump back on board with Jake Wilson, who was on the hard medium tyres, currently on his lap. Just getting it up there. Jake's coming down the back straight now there to what is the West Grandstand there, with the chicane left, slowing it down, swooping right to get the DRS open as he comes down the Marina Grandstand. There you go, full capacity. Side note on that, British Grand Prix is going to be at full capacity. I know there's been plenty of happy faces about that. No least the bank managers, who are going to get make an absolute fortune. So he comes to the second sector, as now he's into sector 3. So he's coming through turn 17, 18, 19. Try to get it all done in one motion. You get your line right through there. It feels so lovely coming through there. Coming around the penultimate corner now. Around the final corner. Does he lose control? Does he invalidate? No, he doesn't. Going to set the benchmark of a 1:34.48. That's a good little time there from Jake. Quickly have a look, sorry, see who's next. That's a Red Bull. Is that the Maniac? Yes, it is. They're going to come in thick and fast. He's going to be a 1:36. Scooby Stu, it's not him, it's his teammate. His teammate is Senna. Senna on the final race is invalidated. Senna reserved with tonight. Bearded Davey. Bearded Dave, he's put in a 37. Cody, he's put in an alright time of a 35.8. Chronic with a 35.3. Guys came in so close, and it's going to happen again now for Scooby Stu. Scooby Stu's alright, so he's going to put his first time on the board, and that might be Starburst straight behind him, but he's invalidated. So we're going to be looking at Haas. Scooby Stu there with a 36. Is that Dylan? Yeah, he's going to put his time on the board, but as we know, Dylan wants a bit of a challenge of a 2:01 and a 1:57 from Bill. Young Tommy there, champion. Yeah, I see what you are doing there. Just because you are promoted And Tommy's going into the wall, but he slows it right down. Yes. For those who know, or those who don't know, well, I'm hoping Tommy's going to be going for the P20 to P1 challenge, and then Crazy Bill's going to hopefully start P19 with Menace Max in 18th and Dylan in 17th. And let's see what the 4 guys who are promoted basically can do. So yeah, where was I again? Then I'm just seeing Shadaz is in the pits, young Tommy there. Right, so we'll get back to the serious stuff. That's Swan Shanks. Jake Wilson's gone into the pits. Where's Jonesy? Jonesy's on his out lap. That's Chronic again. So who's on a lap who hasn't set a lap? There we go. There's Haywire. He's going to come down the main grandstand into turns 11, 12, 13 and 14. There we go. This little chicane here. Oh, we've got yellow flags. That'll be for the Cummins bot. With Dylan there going off more than likely. Out of the way. Oh, don't like this camera. Let's see what Haywire can do for his benchmark, seeing as that Haas is only going slow and hopefully it's came into the pits. But at 35, that's a very slow lap. No, it's not a very slow lap because I thought he was at the wrong point, but no, that's an alright lap there from Haywire. As you can see, Broken Arrow, Bearded Dave. I'm sure the Bearded Dave's got more time left in him. Again, just hope by doing this, yeah, so they're into the pits. Tommy, just put your car into the wall or something, mate, and that'll guarantee you P20. But he's going to be quicker than Dylan by the looks of it. Unless he's put it... No, he's not. There we go, so hopefully that'll be young Tommy P20. Oh, as we've just missed... Someone jump up there, who was it? I don't know, I missed who that was. But Swan Shanks now, as Dylan's retired from the session. Swan Shanks with a 36-2. I'm sure these guys, although seeing that the tyre degradation around this track's about a second, maybe it's a bit more. So maybe these 36s are the times you'd expect. Just Crazy Bill retires. There we go, so Menace Max just biding his time, but Swan Shanks is invalidated there, so who's next to come round? That's a pink car, that, so it's going to be Haywire. Is he going again? And no, he's not, he's just came into the pits. Kinsel's staying into the pits. Kinsel, as we know, doesn't normally set a lap. I've asked him to set a slow lap today. Make it a bit quicker than Crazy Bill's 157, if you don't mind, mate. Who's that coming around? That's Starburst. So with these guys doing this, I'll be expecting this gentleman to be closer to the front of the pack for sure. Starburst come on a great form of late. There you go, puts a P1 provisionally by a 10th over Jake Wilson, albeit on the softer compound. Like I say, he is coming on very well lately. Is anyone else is on laps? Yes it is. Captain Infinity, he's just coming down the back straight. Senna's just starting a lap. Andy Lou. We've got a yellow flag. Assuming that's for Tommy. Yes it is. Just hopefully they didn't put too many guys off with the slipping and sliding all over the place. Shadow's got out the way for Captain Infinity there. Oh, very, very sportsmanlike. pit. Another yellow flag, that'll be from it. Just Menace Max getting out of the way. Right, let's see if I can get back onto it. So Andy Lou, ooh, a little kiss to the wall there. Looks like he's going to be next to set his lap. Let's see what Andy Lou can do. Very much improved season off Andy Lou. There you go, once again with a 35.5. Oh, he's a little laggy there. I thought he was going to send that into the wall. We'll let him get back into the pits. Let's see who's coming round now. That's Sharaz. He's starting his lap. Sharaz again, getting that practice in on his wheel tonight. Very much don't mind that. So yeah, we'll go. Senna's about to put his first time on the board. The reserve making his debut in the last gate race of the season. Puts in a 37.0. Puts himself currently P12. Nice respectable time there. Oh, as he just gets straight out the way. You're alright at the minute, mate, but there is a Haas bearing down. And that Haas is the bearded Dave, so be wary, he is on a hot lap. There's that pink car there, Menace Max is invalidated, so that'll be Haywire, but he's on his out lap. So it's a Ferrari. That's going to be Cody again. Oh, but he's invalidated. Once again, Cody. First season with her, very much improved as well. Drive over the last couple of weeks. I believe he's just getting himself a wheel also, so he's making these improvements on his wheel then. Fair play to you, young man. Sharaz as well, right on board with him. Sort that white car in front. Just stay out of his way. I think you'll be alright though. There you go, Sharaz with a 37.0 on the mediums. Then maybe he'll be happy just to start there on fresh mediums as opposed to being maybe his 10th on the softs. And Tommy is just getting out the way there for Haywire, so he is on a lap and he is nearly a 10th up, so hopefully a few more tenths in this sector take him into the 36s. He's hooked these last two corners up very nice. Let's have a look then. Slows it down, bit of a gearbox glitch, or maybe that's just him on manuals, but he does take it into the 36s with a 36.9. Fair play, mate, you made up a couple of tenths on that last couple of turns. Well hooked together there, buddy. Let's quickly have it so it's a bit quiet now. Back on board with Sharaz as Tommy's probably done. Had his fun. Why Inters? Because they want to start at the back, mate. That's why I asked you to put a slow lap in, if you don't mind. So we can get young Tommy to start P20, give him as the champion. He wants to do the last first challenge. And why not? I don't. Still not seeing any Revenue Engines, but I am seeing a few more cars going out on track then, so let's have a look. Swan Shanks has just started his lap by the looks of it. Let's have a look to see what Menace Max is going to do. Yeah, if he comes across the line there, he's going to finish. Just stay out of the way, mate. Come across the line now. There you go. So there's Jonesy and Chronic are 1,000th. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? There we go. Oh my word! How close! P5, P6. Chronic is going to have the lap pressure tyres though if they just carry on that way. There we go, as Kinsel goes out to set a time. There you go, anywhere in between 137 and 156, or 138 and 156 if you don't mind please sir. As young Tommy says, some crazy mofo on the track, pulling donuts everywhere. What a mental guy. I know, and there's another crazy mofo sitting in the pits. He's just gone on to full wets. We'll have to keep a close eye on him. As we can quickly jump back onto Swanshanks then. He's going to put his time on the board and he's 2/10 up. Where is that going to take him? All the way to P5. That shows you just how close these times are. Jonesy and Chronic both may well be thinking about putting softs on and going back out as other cars are getting there. So that's going to be Senna. Senna's going to just start a lap. Bearded Dave, he goes up the place there to P9. So, but he's put 3 laps on those tyres, so he's going to start P9 provisionally on 3 lap old tyres. That's not going to bode him too good. His Swanshanks is right behind him, I do believe. No, it wasn't, it was Jake Wilson. He's come out on an out lap. Starbust is on an out lap. There's Cody. Cody's on a lap. As Kinsel gets out his way. Oh, as Cody's coming into the pit, so he's going to be P4. That's Starbust. Yes, it is. So he's on an out lap. Andy Lou's on an out lap. Cody's retired in the pits. It's absolutely fine there. So he's going to look at his best start of the season on the last race of the season. Fair play, Cody, if you stay there, mate. Cody, of course, had the Mercedes in the realistic event and got a podium. P3 as the Maniac retires. And that's Andy Lou, so he's just got that's young Tommy there, as Jones is retired, so that's pretty much qualifying over. You can just have a quick look down there as it appears at the minute. Excuse me. Tommy's going to have to get, and does get out of the way. So your provisional pole sitter, Starbust is coming down the back straight. Let's have a look at his sector 2 time, or is that Jake Wilson? No, yes it is, but he's about to start a lap. As we see, there's still time, he is away. So we'll have a quick look at the bearded Dave, who comes into the pits. That's a Renault of Andy Lou, who is finished. That'll be his done. There's Kinsel there. Yeah, Kinsel now, he's going to put in a 129. So far, he needs to slow it up a touch. There we go, mate, just come across the line there. That's very well done, and that's very well rigged, gentlemen. So your top 4 on the table are going to be your bottom 4, and we're going to see if any one of them can win it. So Starbust, sorry. Oh, he's down on his time, so he's going to remain P1 provisionally. Quickly see what his teammate can do, who's 3/10 up. So 3/10 up, could put Captain Infinity on pole. Again, another driver who's been consistent throughout the season, made great improvements, and I do expect him to, for the division he's been in, to keep that going, and he does put it provisional P1. That's great stuff there, mate. Well done. As Senna's 3/10 up as well. He's going to jump up a bit. Yes, he does to P13. Getting 6/10 up. Well done, mate. Well done. As that Swanshanks, he's invalidated, and Jake Wilson's gone into the pits. He's backed out of that one, so we've just got, by the looks of it, no one else. That is everybody. We'll just stay on board with this lunatic on wet tyres. As Mushroom says, good luck to everybody. Yes, good luck to everyone. Again, I know it's the last race of the season and there's nothing really to fight for, but let's put on a decent show for the viewers and enjoy ourselves, keep it clean. At the end of the day, the only thing that's going to be here it is, our reputation, or your own reputation. So, yeah, we'll run through what your grid for the final race is going to be then. So Captain Infinity put it on the front row on P1, sorry, and his teammate has completed the front row in P2. Jake Wilson Mercedes is going to be P3 alongside Cody. Swanshanks is going to be P5 alongside Jonesy. Also, they've got going to have a bit of a ding dong, I can imagine. Chronic and Andy Lou are going to make up the fourth row of the grid. Bearded Dave and Broken Arrow, last minute reserve, but they didn't make the fifth. So they're all going to be starting at, well, we're going to have 7 on softs with Jake Wilson, Jonesy and Chronic starting on mediums. Then a fresh choice for Scooby Stew, Senna Mandarin, I'm sorry if I butchered that, mate, I'll just call him Senna. Shadows is in 14th, Haywire 15th, Kinsel 16th, Crazy Bill 17th, Menace Max 18th, Dylan 19th, and your champion going for the P20 to P1 challenge is young Tommy. Like I say, so guys, just be aware of what's going on around you. You know, especially at the start. We'll get the guys getting there. His plotter says, "Good luck all, Tommy. I'm disappointed with with anything less than P1." And he says, "You're crazy, mate. Top 5 at best." Well, can he do it? Yes, he can do it. Is the driver stopping him from doing it? Absolutely. Crazy Bill being one of them. Back there with him. Dylan and Menace Max have obviously got the capability of winning a race themselves. But like I say, you can't take anything away from the people who are going to be up there. Both Williams drivers have come on fantastic this season. So if they can get a team strategy kind of thing going, if you know what I mean. And Jake Wilson, obviously, he's going to want to win this race. I assure you that. So well, I'm going to have to be bouncing, but it's the midfield guys that are going to be hard done by at the start. And I'm going to have to try to bounce from start to back. There it goes. Sorry about that. I'll get your tyres up for you. There we go. So nobody's starting on the hards. I can quite imagine this being an awful track for hard tyres, because I don't use them. I just don't use hard tyres at all, as it's showing a 2-stop medium soft, whereas I know I've done a medium soft that works. There's a 3-stop as well. There you go. Just stay on board. On board now with the league champion. This is side by side there with the AlphaTauri driver Dylan. There you go, so it's that car number 12 there. As he shoots down that Marina grandstand into the southern grandstand. So yeah, Tommy, Dylan, Max, Crazy Bill, Kinsel all starting on mediums. Here we are looking for a good start on the softs. Shadaz, Senna, Scooby Stew, both McLaren drivers, the Maniac and P11 all starting on mediums. So only Haywire's gone for the start on the soft tyres in the bottom half of the grid. And we've got Broken Arrow, like I say, Bearded Dave, Andy Lou on softs, Chronic, Jonesy on mediums, Swanshanks, Cody on softs, Jake Wilson on mediums, and the front row of the grid, both Williams drivers, both on softs. There we go, just waiting for the guys. There we go, them slow coaches at the back there in the Renault. There we go. We're hearing the revving, I'm hearing the lights. I'm not seeing them into gear yet though. Somebody's taken off. That's Haywire. He might have getting a disconnect. I'll quickly get in with him. Just watch what you're doing as you go through. As away that goes, both Williams got away okay, but Jake Wilson got a hell of a start in that Ferrari. I'm afraid has just sent someone at the wall as a Williams has spun. That was Starburst. I'm afraid it looked a bit bad there at the back. Jake Wilson, he's alright, so I believe it, yeah, it was Swanshanks. I think he got sent into the wall by the Ferrari there. There's a yellow flag already. That's a full safety car. Don't know what happened there, but that Ferrari seemed to shoot over to the right. I don't know if it was a loss of traction off the start, but it didn't look good. And one of the Mercedes has got taken out, and unfortunately is at the back. And Starburst straight away at after the first corner has lost traction as Jonesy gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. So I say that's Haywire there. As Jake Wilson says, unbelievable. Yeah, looked a bit of elbows. Maybe he's out too much. Is that right on board here? Wire's not in his car, so I'll go in quickly. He got 3 invites, so I'll quickly get him one more. But when the guys come in, if he tries best to get back to the starting position. It's showing he's offline, so be careful. Looks like AYS had a few gremlins. It's shown he's provisionally in the lead, but as we know he's not. So Captain Infinity is your leader. Starting on pole, Cody is in P2. He does have wing damage and has elected not to pit. So I hope that doesn't slow him down too much, and the guys behind have got to be wary of that. Just be wary of that, guys. Chronic Button, who was in P4, fine for damage there. Jake Wilson, we said, was fine, but he has lost a couple of positions, looking to make them up. Broken Arrow and Senna both reserved. They've made a good start. Shadows as well, another good start. Menace Max, the biggest gainer I think so far, the back 4, with Crazy Bill right behind him, P9 and P10 respectively. Maniac P11, he's held his position. Young Tommy's made it up 8 places already to P12. It's a good start from him. Kinsel, I think he's just gone up a couple as well. Dylan up a couple. Andy Lowe, unfortunately, he's dropped back. As has Jonesy, Swanshank, Scooby Stew, Starbust and Beata Dave, who've all seemed to have had to pit. Captain Infinity needs to be wary of Haywire. Don't overtake him. He's showing a ghost on my screen, but he isn't online. He had invites, so he must be having connection issues, so make sure he ghosts out before you take off, because you are going to be quicker than the... There we go, it's still showing that X there. Anyway, back onto it, let's have a look. Is anyone going to pit on lap 2? Doesn't look like it, so quickly have a look just to confirm. So we've got penalties already, all of 5 seconds, so I might have a couple of them to look at tonight if they've happened under the safety car. If they're speeding under the safety car, then unfortunately I can't do anything about that. Yeah, so there you go, your bottom 5 had to make a stop, but that's one out of the way. Yeah, unfortunately Starburst, unfortunately, he's gone from P2 to P19, but you can make it back up. Only lap 3, so the back row to the front row challenge is still on for you, mate, and you're quite capable of doing it. Go, excuse me, 9 places, Menace Max 7 for Crazy Bill, Young Tommy 8, Dylan's 5. Keeping an eye on them. Get back onto tyres. Starburst has opted to go onto the hard tyres now. It's all about endurance for Starburst. So we should be finding out by the end of sector 2, which is at the end of this straight, I do believe, if you want to call it a straight. There's a lot of unbelievable. Williams hit each other, then span into Jake. Damn it, is that what happened? His Mushroom says, did Wilson get damage off the start of that Williams? It didn't look like it on my screen. He did have a full wing, but maybe it's that in stuff we don't see, that minimal damage that can still fault as the lights are out. So effectively Haywire's Ghost is your safety car now, so guys just need to stay within 10 car lengths. Don't bunch up too soon because we've got these corners to come. Ghost off straight away hopefully, and Captain Infinity will get away. So this is the point. Everyone needs to be careful. So many penalties happen here. So get the safety car into the pits. As soon as we cross the line, we are away again. Horrible camera angle coming into turn 1, but the Mercedes is right up the back of the Williams there. Then there's a bit of a gap for Chronic and Jake Wilson. Everything so far after the safety car restart is nice and clean. Jonesy gets the only one I see to get up a position. Goes the Ghost of Haywire, just make its way to the side. Go Captain Infinity takes the lead of the race. Oh, looking good again though, as I hate this onboard camera. So Chronic now makes his way up to P3. Jake Wilson now, who is going to be in P4 in a second. 18 people joining overnight. Good heavies along, guys, on what is the final League 1 race of Season 2. The final race of League 1 under the WNR banner. Young Tommy is your league champion, starting P20 and is now up into P11, so nearly halfway there for Tommy. Crazy Bill just makes his way up to P9 there past Shadows, as we've got Jake Wilson going up into P3, getting past Chronic there. Chronic looking a little bit slidey as he came round. Got cars just keeping it nice and clean into that line. No flags yet as we come into the lap. About to start lap 5, there we go. It's going to be another lap for before DRS is opened, I do believe. The safety car came in lap 3. So it's 3 laps, so it's going to be, the next lap should be open. Jake Wilson pressurising Cody. Cody though, got no front end plate, so he's going to be extra slow through these corners. Jake Wilson just needs to be careful. Get through this little section. Get on the power nice and early, use some ERS, but Cody is going to be using all his overtake. Yes, he is. So he's used at least half his overtake to get up the straight. This is where he needs to be careful. This is where both drivers need to watch out. Jake just keeping his distance. Cody has been showing a lot of pace, and he is showing a lot of pace, even though Captain Infinity is a second and a half ahead of him now. For some drivers though, this is uncommon ground, which is good to see. Let's see how well they can do it. Cody though, he's got to manage that car. No front left end plate. Didn't up the pit under the safety car. So back Chronic seems to be fine. Broken arrow, and then second Ferrari, looking for good points. There's Menace Max there, again promoted to the championship, or Premier League, sorry, what will be the new Tier 2. Something flashed up there, but I was just watching Menace Max's line as he came out. There we go. I did notice the other Ferrari's got his right end plate missing, so both Ferraris have got damage. So he's warning everyone on track that both Ferraris have got end plate damage. There's one over Crazy Bill. So all of note, lap 6, Menace Max, Crazy Bill have already made the way 2/3 of the way there. Oh, so young Tommy, he's up in the 8th. So the guys, maybe they're working together, maybe they're not, but Dylan's going to be a bit annoyed they're leaving him behind a touch here. As Menace Max goes past Broken Arrow. Just along that straight, yeah, DRS now enabled, as I thought it was. Made that look quite easy, so Crazy Bill's going to be the next one in the back. And DRS open for Crazy Bill. Crazy Bill going around the outside of the Ferrari. That looked good to me, plenty of room there. Past the Ferrari. That brings up young Tommy next. And doesn't want to be stuck behind the Ferrari too long. The one thing he doesn't want to do is lose time to Crazy Bill. He certainly doesn't want to be going into the back of Ferrari that loses it in the turn. He's holding it together well there, Tommy. See, the gap is starting to increase as he's made his way past Broken Arrow, who has opted to come into the pits now. That's fair play. Sometimes it might just be best just to get it over and done with early and carry on again. So Cody, if you wanted to pit this lap, you can it. So now we'll have to worry about the crossover point now for the soft runners. I believe they've got to come into pit on lap 9, lap 10. Jake Wilson is overtaking Captain Infinity to take the lead, so they with DRS, so there you go. I believe the crossover point has already happened, so Jake Wilson is now on the better tyre. So Cody has to be wary to make sure he gets his mechanics ready for him coming in, as he's got Chronic hot on his tail now. Yeah, so wing damage and the soft tyres will get out the way at that time, and DRS, so there's a lot going against the Ferrari at the moment. So maybe it might just be get out the way now, get out the way early, get your car fixed, but make sure their mechanics know you're coming in. As a teammate pitted the lap before, so have a look, there was that Chronic, a little wobbly, no, it might have been Jake. Lap 7 now, Jake Wilson is your race leader. We've had one safety car, Scooby Stew picks up a penalty. And a quick, yeah, Captain Infinity has jumped into the pits. So a quick look. What colour tyres he's going to be going on to. I think it's all yellow, yes it is. So he's going for a long stint in his middle run. Jake, of course, is looking, I believe, for a medium soft. As we've got a yellow flag in sector 2. Is that for Tommy? No, it's not. It's for Andy Liu, and he's out the race. Oh, he's lost it coming out of turns 1 and 2. Yeah, unfortunately, we've seen that happen. Here we are. Unfortunately, he's not in his car. It's broken out. Brings up the rear of the fuel there, but it is only a virtual safety car, as all drivers have passed, so that should be cleared. Yeah, he's lost it right past, just at the pit exit, because the driver's coming down. I believe that is the back straight. I don't know, second long straight, the kinky straight, okay. I don't know, but there we go. It's all gone, it's all removed, back on the green flag conditions. Jake Wilson's got a 3.13 second lead over Chronic Ballistic. It's currently second. Crazy Bill, there you go, he's made it from P19 to P3 by lap 8. Cody's still out on track, but he's now holding Menace Max up, and Young Tommy. Let's see where he's going. Cody is going into the pits. Does he get it down slow enough? Yes, he does. So that's Cody into the pits. That frees up Menace Max and Young Tommy. And Dylan. There you go. So they've made it from the back of the grid to where you'd expect them within 9 laps. So for any one of them who said they couldn't win, want to give themselves a slap in the face with a wet dishcloth. There he goes. Crazy Bill is now second. Oh, Sharaz, unfortunately. Sharaz has lost it off that second straight. He's lost it well before then, and he's hit the wall, unfortunately. So he's lost it coming out by the looks of it, and his car's ended up there, which has now disappeared. But no virtual safety car, nothing to worry about apart from, unfortunately, Andy Lou and Sharaz both within a lap or 2 of each other, or 3 laps of each other, are out the race as we go. So Crazy Bill has got about 3.5 seconds to get up to Jake Wilson, and in 18 laps you kind of expect him to do it as the window opens for the soft runners. That'll be for the guys who started on fresh softs, I suppose. Oh no, Jonesy only bit. Oh no, yeah, Jonesy's the only driver now on soft tyres. Haywire, being the ghost, is already at the back. Captain Infinity puts in the fastest lap of a 38.023 on medium tyres. And the Maniac and Starburst back up halfway through the grid before halfway through the race. That's well done, mate. The other 2 drivers on hards, everyone else is on mediums. Just doing a couple of laps between each other. Jake looking good now, as long as the Spinellas. The Shadow says, "Oh my god, I'm a dope." Kid asked me a question, looked away. I see it from the screen 1 second, straight in the wall. Oh mate, oh, we've been there. Slightest distraction, that's it, game over. Feel for you, mate. But yeah, we've all done that, Sharaz, as Mushroom says. We've all been there. Crazy Bill, second already up to Jake Wilson. If Crazy Bill only moves up 1 tier, I'd expect him to be a title contender for sure. The guy is showing some great pace. I think he is actually the driver with the most wins, as I do have a yellow flag, and that looks like for Jonesy. Yes it is. Ooh, just as well Ghoston's on there. That could have been nasty. There you go, Jonesy's no wing at all. Saving grace for him. It's happened as he was about to pit, I suppose. 7 laps on them tyres. Yeah, that's about all they're going to get. Shame he's had to take the time for the spin and the time for the ring change. Senna in the pits, coming out as Jonesy comes in. Kinsel in the pits also. They're going to be dropping to the back. Starburst, there you go, has made it past his teammate Captain Infinity into 8th place. So I don't know if them tyres will go at the end, but if they're not, he's going to be on softs at the end. So I'd like to think he's recovered somewhat from his early spin. Swanshanks there, who I believe was collected in the early incident, was the one collected in the incident at turn 1, has made his way to P6, having a great race. Starburst battling it out. I imagine the tyres are somewhat even, both being 8 laps old. I've got to expect the hards are going to be nice and warm and rubbered in, as Jake Wilson has entered the pits. I wondered what happened there. That was a late call there from. So there we go. At this moment in time, by lap 12, Crazy Bill started P19. He is now your race leader. Young Tommy started P20. He's now P2. Both with pit stops to come. However, they're both going to be pitting for softs on the next 2 stints, I'd imagine. Has Jake gone for the undercut, and will the undercut work? He came out behind Cody, 5 seconds behind Cody. It's going to be interesting. This race is not over yet. Drivers are going to be stuck behind drivers that don't necessarily want to be behind at the minute. Just having a look, so yeah, your bottom 4 now are your top 4. Only difference being Crazy Bill leads them at this moment in time. Swanshanks, could you say, is the best of the rest at this moment in time? Currently P6. Oh, as Captain Infinity just goes on the inside. Swanshanks take the P5 off him. The Starburst goes wide there. Comes back onto the track alright, and the McLaren yields nice this. Better than Scooby Stew that. That was well avoided, mate. That could have been nasty. Good awareness there, Scooby Stew. Oh, coming into the pits as well. So glad it didn't end like it did. Swanshanks is going again. There we go. So Crazy Bill's in, done a pit stop, and now going for a double run on the softs. He's going on the undercut of young Tommy. Where's he coming out? Yeah, he's come out in P8. Jake Wilson is P11, so that tells me Jake's did have wing damage, and he's had to make a change. So he's going to have a couple of seconds to make up. As all my timing markers have gone, has someone been kicked out? Ooh, what is happening there? There goes Cody, gets past the bearded Dave, going into this corner. Ooh, Cody looked like he came over the bearded Dave there. Got to be careful not to drift out there, Cody, in the braking zone, mate. Wilson span. Oh, says Potters, I missed it. Didn't see that. Bearded Dave and Swanshanks now. No, Cody again. Bobbing and weaving. Where are they? Cody's ahead now with the Bearded Dave. Elbows out there. Forcing his way through. Cody now making his way onto Swanshanks. I've got no times on my screen. Tommy's in the pits. Trying to see if anyone's. So that's Haywire. Jonesy's in the session. Menace Max is in the session. Everyone's in the session at the moment. I don't understand what's happened, but I know what's just happened there. Jake Wilson puts in the fastest lap with a 1:37. Is Tommy getting out ahead of him? So Jake Wilson's now behind young Tommy, who reportedly off Plotters has took a spin. Being behind Tommy, just staying in his DRS. As it jumps is on board with Williams, and I don't even want to be. There we go. Cody now ahead of young Tommy and Jake Wilson. Starburst made his way back up into 6th. Crazy Bill back into 5th. He's made a pit stop. Quickly jump. Who's made a stop. So everyone's made a stop except the front two, who quite possibly could be making a medium hard. I mean, the only reason I think they're going extra long on these mediums is because they want to put hards on. Crazy Bull right on the gearbox of Captain Infinity as Captain Infinity runs it wide. Oh, that's plenty of space there by the looks of it from Crazy Bill, and he was ahead into that corner, so he took the racing line through. All looked well and good. Those we do have a yellow flag. Is that for the bearded Dave? Could be for the bearded Dave. And Cody again. Yeah, Cody's again got no end plate there on that left side. Just seems a bit too aggressive. Is the bearded Dave also into the pits? So that allows a broken arrow now to make up a couple of positions. And unfortunately, bearded Dave and Cody are going to come out right towards the end. But whatever they put on, they've got to try to make go till the end. Bearded Dave going for a set of mediums. Cody looks like he's going to have to make another stop. He's going for a double stint of softs. There we go. So Menace Max is 4.5 seconds ahead of Dylan. Both drivers I am expecting to go on to hards when they come into pit, which I believe will put Crazy Bill into P1. The pit stop is a lot longer than 13 seconds now. It is 13.5 seconds. Crazy Bill as well does have another pit stop to go. The race hasn't quite settled down yet. Still plenty of time to go. 13 laps remaining, 14 laps remaining. Let's have a look, see who's... I've got the wrong times on, I do apologise. The times are back, so young Tommy... Oh, so Menace Max has come in, and he's gone onto the softs. So, it's a bit strange for me, but nevertheless. Dylan has stayed out. Them tyres must have felt great for Menace Max as he's opted to pit a lot later than the rest of the drivers. So where's Menace Max going to come out? Is he going to come out in front of Starburst? I believe he's going to. Yes, he is, by a clear mile. by a clear 2 seconds. 1.97 seconds. Right side by side with Jake Wilson. So this is going to be interesting. 3 laps, fresher tyres for Max. Maximise all this. DRS. He's just closed his ARS. Right on the gearbox of Jake Wilson. To the left side. He's going to take the inside line going into the corner. He's ahead before they even turn. Maybe Jake yielded a bit. But Jake Wilson now, he's going to have the DRS. There we go, activated. Does have overtake on. He's used it all. That's it, he's out. He's going to go down the right hand side, the outside of the corner this time. Half and half there by Jake. Oh, went the wrong way, but Jake's through by the time they come at the second DRS zone, so that's a good bit of swapping there from the two guys. Nice, clean, fair driving. Now what's going to happen here? Yeah, Menace Max brakes nice and early. Going to get a warning for that corner cut though. Jake Wilson just keeping 4 tyres on track. Both drivers avoid the wall. Menace Max, as we've seen, pushing the limits. Right on the tail. This is the corner. Who gets a better exit? Menace Max looked like he got the better exit. He's going to go around the outside of the corner. Jake Wilson now has got it. There he goes. Takes the inside line, tucks it in behind as they come through. They're sweeping right and left. Is he going to look to get him in the braking zone? I didn't think he would, as a penalty comes through for Captain Infinity. Nice and easy through these chicanes and this hairpin turn. Does he get a good exit? It looked good to me. Menace Max, half a second ahead. Can Jake get it done this one? I don't think he will. He'll be looking to get it done on the next one. Starburst there in the background. Yeah, Jake just yields. There's Tito on the edge of fuel as well. There we go. They can see the amber. The yellow fuel light there is on for Jake. So he's teetering on the edge. He's not going to make the move this time. Jake's just going to sit there. So we'll have a look now at Chronic, who's right on the rear end of Tommy now. Dylan's still out. 16 laps on these mediums, but Bill within 3 laps has made up 14 seconds. There he goes. So effectively Dylan, oh, who comes into the pits now, I was going to say effectively, is just giving Bill a free pit stop. I could be wrong, but what's Dylan going on? Got 10 laps to go. He's going to make a one stop, medium to soft. So let's see. Oh, and he's serving a 5-second penalty. So that's probably going to look to get removed if that comes in. So drop down to 8. So Menace Max now right on the back. It's Captain Infinity. Captain Infinity started your race today on pole position. He's 1.3 seconds behind as they go around this hairpin, and he takes the inside line. Max on the outside line. That's a great bit of driving there, both guys. Max got the better exit. Captain Infinity jumps straight into the slipstream. Jake Wilson now, he wants these two battling each other at the front so he can close in on them. Menace Max though, he's had a great race battling with Jake there, now with Captain Infinity, and now he's closing in on Chronic. Captain Infinity's got his DRS there. Is that keeping him out of Jake's way? I think it is. Let's go through these. What a lovely overhead view that is from the south grandstand there. That was a fantastic camera angle. Having a look though, gaps are starting to spread out. We'll have a look down the back. Kinsel at the moment, he's the closest one on the bearded Dave. He's going to get DRS as they're going down past the two grandstands, the main grandstand into the south grandstand there, as they come round this little kinky left turn into the chicane. He's putting in some good times, personal best times by the looks of it. And that looked alright, didn't go too far wide coming out of them chicanes. Now he must be on his free. He's just pitted onto his final stint now, selecting to go into the mediums. And Senna just doing the same, selecting the medium tyres. So like I say, the Maniac is just getting past Cody, no Scooby Stew, because Scooby Stew's into the pits for a set of softs. There we go, guys coming in to do the final pit stops now. Hopefully this will be nice and clean all the way to finish the first race of the weekend off. So, season finale tonight in Abu Dhabi. And Tommy started the race P20, he's currently P2. Crazy Bill started the race P19, he's currently P1. Both gone from back row to front row. Crazy Bill, 4 seconds plus from young Tommy. So we're keeping an eye on that. Right till the end, Chronic. Oh, young Tommy's came into pits. Young Tommy's came into pits after 5 laps. Want to run of that first set. Doesn't need a wing change. He didn't, he mustn't have liked them tyres. Very strange. Oh, nevertheless. So there you go, Starburst did have to pit again, and he's going to pit again. He's going to be putting on soft tyres, but he's going to be right at the bottom of the pit lane. There you go, putting on them red wall tyres. Back out midfield again by the looks of it, quite possibly. Let's have a quick check. Oh no, he's going to drop a couple of positions, I feel. Probably going to go about out in 12th. No, he's not. He's going to come out in 10th, ahead of the Ferrari and the AlphaTauri there, Cody and Jonesy. So, Menace Max Yeah, he's getting the move done on Chronic. Chronic's just going to yield before the corner and slot in behind and look to get Menace Max when he's into the corner the next time round, but Menace Max is already pulling out a second gap, so unfortunately for Chronic, he's just got to keep it going. I think he's going to be going to the end on them tyres. Dylan got 15-16 laps done. Chronic possibly could. So he's on for points. He's still on for good points. And Tommy, he's got some, well, I was going to say he's got some fresh air in front of him. He has, but he's also got Dylan hot on his tail behind him. Dylan on a lap holder set of softs, so Scooby Stu gets a penalty. Whereas Chronic has came into the pit and put on softs, so he's on softs till the end. He's going to get overtaken by Captain Infinity, yes he is, but he's going to come back out in 7th. So there you go, still got a 6 points, still good on the board. Oh, they've come out side by side. Captain Infinity into the wall, and he's got absolutely zero front wing. And unfortunately he has retired, and that's going to be a yellow flag, and that could quite possibly be a safety car, but nothing as yet. So his car have just pulled to the side, there it is, as it disappears. It was out the way of the racing line. Unfortunately, it looks like they've came out of the... Chronix came out the pits exactly as Captain Infinity has came round that corner. And you can't expect Captain Infinity to get out the way, and yet you can't expect the guy coming out the pit lane. I don't know, we'll see what happens. All we do know is, unfortunately, the guy who started the race on pole, unfortunately, is now DNF, and the guy who started second, his teammate, is now currently P18. He is still going, but he is at the back of the grid. Once again, it looks like an incident or two's happened, but we're under green flags. Menace Max is your race leader. Crazy Bill has pitted again, but within 6 laps, I would expect Crazy Bill to make that 6.5 seconds up. With the utmost respect to Menace Max, his tyres are going to be going off pretty soon, so definitely having to keep an eye on that. Jonesy and Cody are now battling for 7th and 8th as opposed to the 10th and 11th. They're about a lap. It looks like Starburst. Yes, it does. Jonesy has DRS and he's 4 seconds, 0.4 seconds behind. He's just not going to make that move stick at the moment. Cody may have to pit. He's going to be on the worst tyres come the end. Jonesy will know that. Jake Wilson has made a pit stop, currently 6th place. Chronic made a pit stop, currently 5th place. Dylan on 3-lap rolls. Tyres currently 4th, started the race P17. Young Tommy again started the race P20, currently P3. Crazy Bill started P19, currently P2. And Menace Max started the race P18. No, yeah, I've made one of them mistakes. No, I've gotten it wrong. Dylan started P19, currently P4. Crazy Bill started 17th, currently P2. Menace Max started 18th, currently your race leader. As Senna unfortunately has picked up another time penalty. Crazy Bill does have a penalty, the only one in the top 3 at the moment, so Dylan looking to capitalise on that, as we've got Nunda saying evening Nunda, probably said it ages ago. As Mushroom says, great pass by Bills, or just Crazy Bill. Nunda, come on Dylan, create some action. Yeah, somewhat spacious out the front, all spread out. Not much action going on at the minute, that's why I've jumped into the comments. As Serious Mushroom said, it was a Williams team swipe. Oh, they've came together again. So twice in one race. There's Diashi in the chat. Welcome along, Diashi. Good to have you here, mate. Diashi, as we know, is back with us racing again. I believe Sunday will be racing. I don't know, maybe, sorry, Saturday might be, I'm not too sure. Jake sorts that out nevertheless. So right, me mumbling on. Looking at these gaps, so it's all pretty much spread out with 5 laps to go. Menace Max is 3.5 seconds ahead of Crazy Bill, but he's on 5 lap older tyres. So can he hold out for the race win? Crazy Bill, P2. So just saw Tommy in the background. There we go, the Renault driver. And P3, Dylan, P4. Nunda is screaming at to get some action going. I mean, he was screaming, Dylan, come on mate, it's all capitals. There was no exclamation marks at the end of it, like, but nevertheless. He's shouting at you, come on, create some action. As we're looking, oh, we could have a bit going on here. The Maniac's right at the back of Broken Arrow, and Jonesy's right on the back of Senna. Oh, we'll jump on board with the Maniac. Then as I jump on board with the Maniac, Jonesy makes the pass on Senna. I've got to feel Senna was moving out the way as well. So I went to the wrong one and missed the bloody overtake. But here we are, back on board with the Maniac. Pressurising Broken Arrow racing there. Ooh, camera cut away. A little closer was where I think the Maniac might have had to back out a bit. Broken Arrow on the harder compound. It's going to be on the worst for grip as well. As we see, Maniac's only put 2 laps on these softs. Maniac's going to want to get it done. Hopefully coming out of the corner here with a better exit. We'll jump on board. These overtakes over. Just stays behind the Broken Arrow for now, as a bearded Dave is right back onto Cody. So like the buses, we'll wait for a bit and then 3 come along at once. Bearded Dave looking to get into P7, but he's on the harder compound. But you've got to expect it's going to be the better compound at the minute as he gets DRS, but Cody's using all of his ERS. There we go, down to 3% to get away from the Bearded Dave. Yeah, Bearded Dave could get it done this lap. Cody's got nowheres. Bearded Dave is chock-a-block. There you go, he's got loads, but the gap is still pretty big there, like, I mean, Cody must have gotten the better exit. Must have his fuel mix turned up, because he had no ARS to defend from it, but the gap is there. As the penalties are coming through thick and fast now, as Crazy Bill and Menace Max are battling through the end. Oh, it's jumped us to the wrong one. We'll go through that chicane and that hairpin, very nice and clean again. Menace Max went through the detection zone second, got the first, dropped the second, back to first. It's Crazy Bill's on the inside as I come through to the next hairpin. There we go. Ooh, that might have been a little bit of wheel to wheel, but I didn't hear anything. There you go, Menace Max gets the DRS again. Much easier through the corner this time. Crazy Bill how smooth and how clean he's been. Still wants to win this race. Is he gonna? He's gonna try to make the move now. That's nice and tight. Crazy Bill. Oh, there you go. There's the wheel to wheel. It was only wheel to wheel, no harm done. Crazy Bill has shot away a touch there. Almost a second already. 7/10 as they're coming onto the lap car now of Starburst. No, it's not, it's Haywire. It goes to Haywire. There goes Crazy Menace Max. Unfortunately got a big tank slapper there, like. And Crazy Bill is shot off once again. So Crazy Bill on for P19 to P1. At the end of the first fast flowing S's. There's Menace Max in the background. In the foreground, getting through his teammate. There's young Tommy, currently P3. Making the ground on Menace Max also. But as you were, Crazy Bill on for yet another race win. But as it has just been pointed out to me once again, yes, Crazy Bill does have a penalty. And how many seconds is that penalty? You see, I'm not paying that much attention, really, as I should be, should I? There you go, he's got 6 seconds worth of penalties. So that could be massive. That's going to be massive. If Dylan can get his skates on, and can Dylan take a podium off Crazy Bill? Crazy Bill has to get over 6 seconds plus ahead of Menace Max. As we're on to the penultimate lap, as he's coming round to start the final lap. So here we go, we're on to the last lap. Crazy Bill is leading as we go on to that lap, but it's by 4.5 seconds, so we're looking at Crazy Bill to increase that gap. And we've got young Tommy closing in on Menace Max now. Can young Tommy, if young Tommy can get past Menace Max, stay within 6 seconds of Crazy Bill, he's going to do it. So this is what it's all eyes on, as we see Sunshanks is getting past Cody. It's come right down to the last lap. We're going to stay on board now with Tommy for a bit, because he's within a second of Menace Max, so he's going to get the DR, he's going to go through the detection zone right now to get DRS on this next straight. So here we go, there he goes over the detection line. DRS is activated. Can Tommy get it done here? We're going to ride on board, he's closing in on him. Menace Max is going to stay at the left, young Tommy. No, Menace Max came right across to the right. I don't think he turned, I just think his line took him over there, as you can hear them bumping and bumping. Tommy going around the outside, no damage done, it was just wheel to body work there. So Tommy now has got to make up 7/10 in the last sector. Can Tommy make up 7/10 in the last sector? We're going to have to jump on board quickly with Crazy Bill. He's going to ground the penultimate corner. He started P19, he's going to finish P1, cross the line in P1. And I think he's going to keep it, you know, yes he is. Tommy has started P20. And he's going to finish in P2. No, Crazy Bill started P17, sorry. And he's going to finish P1. Tommy P20 to P2. Menace Max started P18, finished P3. Oh, sorry. And Dylan is Menace Max has started P19 and finished P3. Dylan started 18th and finished P4. So your back four are your top four, as everyone would have expected. So if anyone changed them out to fantasy teams, it didn't need to be done, really. As Serious Mushroom, says, wow, great race. Yes, it was. Jake Wilson, Chronic Ballistic is finished in 5th. Jake Wilson's come across in 6th. Bearded Dave is going to cross the line in 7th without any pens. But now the last 3 positions are going to be decided by penalties, so we'll have a look at that very quickly. Scooby Stu crosses the line in 9th, but drops to 10th. Jonesy jumps to 9th. Cody has jumped Scooby Stew also in 10th to pick up a point. Well done to him. Maniac started 11th and has finished 11th. So very well done to him, as Jake Wilson says rubbish. As young Tommy picks up driver of the day, who quite possibly could be. But that'll be for them 4 guys to decide. All 4 will be up for driver of the day. You can all vote amongst yourselves. That's it. Crazy Bill, 17th to 1st. Takes your race win of the final season of League One. Young Tommy started dead last, has finished in 2nd. And Menace Max, who started in 18th, has finished in P3. And a shout out to Dylan, who started P19, there you go, and finished P4 on a 1-stop. Menace Max also done a 1-stop. However, Menace Max did pit a little earlier, which did confuse me. But very well done to them 2 guys, them 4 guys. Will all be up for driver of the day. And then the rest of the guys, so Chronic, Jake Wilson, Bearded Dave, Swanshanks, Jonesy, Cody are your top 10. Maniac, Scooby Stew, Broken Arrow, Senna, Kinsels 11th to 15th, and then unfortunately Haywire, Starbus, Captain Infinity, Shadows and Andy Lou all never finished the race. So few incidences, but what a way to end the season 2. Few players with challenges. As Jake Wilson wants an invite to the party, so I'll quickly give him an invite. But yeah, as you blue screened, I just want to say before I do, Jake does enter the party, from myself, it's been an absolute pleasure being League One admin for you this season. It's been an absolute fantastic end to the season especially, but all throughout it's been brilliant. A shout out to everyone who's been there since day one. Congratulations to, once again, to young Tommy for taking home the title. And thank you everybody else. And I believe that's you there, mate.
Yeah, I am, mate, yeah.
How are you?
Oh, it sums up this season, really. As top 4, just been absolutely dominant the whole season. Top 4 by an absolute mile. I honestly think there could have been 100 of us, and this still would have been the top 4. But yeah, if I'm meant to be one of the nearest competitors, then Jesus Christ. But at the end of the day, they didn't make mistakes. You know, they got there, they got their way through the field. I mean, helping hand when you got the top 2 taking each other out turn 1, they break my wing, and then other people spinning. It's a horrible track, and then when people can't enter the pit lane without crashing, you know, it does help. But yeah, they had the pace. They didn't make mistakes today.
They didn't.
Yeah, they did really well. Yeah, deserved top 4 by a mile. But yeah, big thanks of course to Vintage as well for being admins this league, and of course it'll be Friday night. You'll be the Premier League next year, won't you?
Yes.
So for next
which
season.
will still be tier 2
Yeah.
for those who need to work it out. Yeah.
Well, on behalf of everyone else, obviously, this league, I think it's got, beginning this season, there was instance all over the shop for this league, but League One's got so much better from when it first started up until the end of the season, so that's all on you, mate. So, big well done to you and a big thank you.
Absolutely. Yep, not a single incident incident reported since the back end of April. The streams have, as we say, week after week, the guys have done brilliant. Obviously you get them few incidences, but That happens in racing. But
we haven't even had that, have we? Last few weeks somehow.
And well, that's it until today. We seem to get it back, go out on a bang, as they say. But no, see the season.
Anyway, I'll leave you to stop the stream, mate.
No problem, and I'll tune into yours in a second. When half an hour, isn't it? Yep. So that's it. As League 1 for Season 2 comes to an end, in half an hour's time you'll have Jake. Hopefully no internet issues, and I can race, doing the last race for the championship of Season 2. So from me, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next season.